The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Gentlemen, let's get started a little bit. Main thing today is tablet pen. A lot to give you information on. Got to get you to write it down. Pay attention. Put it here. The ultimate goal. If you don't know who I am yet, you'll get to know me. We'll build a relationship. I like to get people to millionaire. All right, and I've done that about 27 million times and about 27 billionaires now. So what happens is if you listen and learn, and I'll do most of the work for you anyway, because sorry, you learned a lot of things that are kind of wrong. But me, I'm going to show you how to see it, believe it, go get it. Number one, no recording, no pictures, because you're not allowed to. Put it here, the ultimate goal. As we do this, let's remember something. Those things that you see on the right-hand side, things I obtained, just a couple things. All right, see, I got to million to billion through corporate structure by the time I was 26. But I learned how to play the game and win. I'm online currently 6 days a week. So rags to riches, I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I wanted out of what I call hell. And that's why I studied everything I could. And I couldn't find a blueprint. I raised and created my own. Bottom line today, I want you to look behind the curtain because that's what you need to do. Ultimate goal is going to be up to you. As we do this, when I was a little boy, they kept saying money for a rainy day. That sounded good. I asked them to explain it to me. I couldn't get a straight answer. It was like a blah, blah, blah. You see, every card you got in your purse or wallet today, by the way, you need a sticky. You see, all cards but two use the 29% rule I designed for Ken Yarborough, security chief at TOW Spirit, a long time ago. So let's do this today. Let's write down Ray's rules, $100,000 of credit. Let's write down the word safety credit. You see, the problem with most of you, you jack it up, you get stuck, you can't write off diddly squat, and you brought your score down, and you can't get any more. So the bottom line today is pretty simple. If we get you a couple cards worth $100,000 and use 29% rule, that means you get 71,000 of safety credit. In case blank hits the fan, lost your job, or pandemic. You see, our life is a roller coaster of faith and persistence. We can create the line of defense. Ultimate goal is like when they say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sorry, I couldn't get an intelligent answer to that too. In 1985 and 86, I developed division. Let's understand, a corporation's a legal person. But the reality is most people let the corporation do business when they sue the corporation because it's something screwed up, and then they sue you. I think that's silly and dumb. If we had a corporation that manages entities, subsidiaries like the banks, the grocery stores, and cities do, if we screwed up a division, we just get a tax credit, the ultimate goal. So let's understand, I invented the division process in 85, 86, because in California, they charge a franchise tax fee for every corporation, and I didn't want to pay it, and I got it approved. Put all your ducks in a row. Well, the reality is that's a corporation with the right ability to do it. Corporation having divisions, that gives us to the $1 million dream. From there, the ultimate goal is to never bring the pain home. You brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. That's on you. I made two promises to myself as a kid. Number one, I wouldn't get married and have kids. Why would I do that to my family? Why would I have a family? You see, most of the time all I had is all that blah, 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 and all the use and abuse. To me, it sucked. Unless I could create a blueprint that I can get past go and I never bring the pain home like you. Sorry, but that's just the truth today. So we're going to teach you how to play. And I basically kept my promise. Once I mastered the rules and tools not to bring the pain home, my next promise, I wouldn't hold a baby unless it was my own child. And I kept my promises to me. Why don't you make some promises to you and follow through? You see, let's watch this. Are your ducks in a row? You see, here's a corporation doing business. No, if they sue the corp, they sue you. Here's the thing. All corporations, you can see them on the Secretary of State's website. A division is private, or no one knows it's there unless you basically just shove it in their face. So let's understand something today. I want you to learn to play. Is that okay? If we do this correctly, it's a corporate umbrella. If it manages the entities and the entity screws up, we get rid of a piece. We keep the other pieces. We don't bring the pain to the corporate or family. When you did that, I'm sorry, that's called silly and dumb. The reality is why I set up and invented divisions. It was simple. All right? I never wanted to bring the pain on like you. There's no reason you had to, too. So the ultimate goal. So understand something, to always have a second chance. You see, everyone needs 3 divisions to 9 divisions of themselves. Let's understand. I've been an affiliate to creditors, 119 of them, for over 39 years. Here's my dashboard. My dashboard allows me to create credit files under SSN or SS4. It allows me to request on the behalf of a person, a corporation, or a division. You see, you decided to be the duck. All those people who got the credit cards in the 70s and 80s, they didn't use their SSN like you. They didn't bring the pain home too. So let's understand today. All right, each division, each entity with a tax ID sets up a credit file. That's a Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, if you learn to play the right way. So I'd like you to write down the word division of me. See, when I say division of me, it means me. And if I say division of you, it means you. But I want you to write down division of me. Kind of confusing, huh? Let's think about something today. Now, let's understand what you did. You guaranteed a house, a car, and a credit card. And when you jacked it up, you got screwed up and brought the pain home. That's kind of dumb. Now, if a corporation does what I wanted to, let's pay attention. If I want a car, and if the corporation gets a car and they lose the car, they would sue me. If the corporation had a division to get the car, who's going to sign to guarantee it? You? That means you're a duck still. But if you had a division of you, you could sign the division of you to the car, and if anything got screwed up, it'd be 2 divisions, not the corporate, not your family. You see, here's the problem. You watch rich and famous people do what I've been teaching them for 45 years. And you watch, banks and grocery stores do it too in cities. So let's think. In other words, let's hear it again. When you sign the lease of a corporation, signs the lease of a building, when you lose the lease or if something goes wrong, they sue the corp, they sue you. It makes you a duck. If you had a division that signed the lease and a division of you signed and guaranteed the lease, the only thing that ever gets screwed up is the divisions, not the corporate, not your family. Your problem is you follow like sheep, sorry to say. It's like the house. Do you want a house per division, per entity? Do you want to basically close escrow on 6 to 10 at a time like I do? But you got to learn how to play. It's kind of like you receiving money today. And you got a choice. Here's one hand, SSN. Tax, 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 tax. Probably when we die and we try to survive. And then all of a sudden, you think your credit's free money, and then you jack it up, get stuck, can't get it anymore, and you drop your score, and you can't get what? You get right out diddly squat. Why do you do it the wrong way? If you receive money under a tax ID, you don't pay tax till you're profitable. You see, I've been training rich and famous people to be billionaires for 45 years. Now understand, daisy chaining of credit. If I get you 1 card, I can get you 10 more cards. Would you like $1 million? Seriously? Would you like to learn how to play and quit screwing it up and bringing the pain almost every day? So let's understand something today, please. Why and who guarantees? Let's pay attention. Who guarantees the lease, the building? Who guarantees the car? So we got choices. Let's understand your SSM or the SS4. I'd like to teach you how to rebuild your life if you allow me to. So let's understand something today. In other words, if you got a credit card in your name, you screwed up, you feel the pain. If I got you the gold card in the SS4 or a franchise or a house or a car, the reality is the only thing gets hurt is the division if something goes wrong. I'm sorry, but life is a roller coaster of favor and persistence. You see, you can look at your life in the past and up and down, up and down. Your life will keep doing that too. Why each item, listen carefully, needs 2 divisions. Pay attention. Each item is in the name of a division. And who guarantees it? A division. Why would you ever really bring the pain home to you? I'm the one who invented division process in 85 and 86. You might want to pay attention today. But again, this is how you get to millionaire. So they all understand. All right, your next time something goes wrong, all right, you don't have to be a duck. Is that okay? Because I think being a duck sucks. You're not going to be a duck anymore. So if we do it my way and get to million, is that okay? So here we go. Let's understand. We're going to have a corporation managing entities. We're going to put our ducks in a row under the corporate umbrella. You following along so far? And then we're going to get a credit report and get a $100,000 card times 10. Is that okay with you? Would you like $1 million? I mean, come on. You have spent thousands on crap that didn't work. And some of you are clients and you don't follow through enough and you don't believe in yourself and you drag your feet. That's got to stop. So if you want $1 million of credit, all we have to do is get you one of these and ask for 9 more sisters. And through my dashboards, ask for separate billing. There we go. You see, you got a choice today to learn how to play. Isn't the goal not to bring the pain home ever again? Never bring the pain home? So let's understand. I've had 5 clients yesterday, today, that I've popped cards for. All right, and these are the cards I want you to focus on, because they don't have, listen carefully, they don't have the 29% rule at all, and you can max the suckers out $1 million. As long as you maintain the payment, your score never goes up and down again. All the other cards use the 29% rule as I designed for Yarborough years ago. So now understand, the people I've been playing with are people who screwed up their credit. All right, both of them unlimited up to $1 million. And the ones I did yesterday and today, both of them had shitty credit. You see, American Express never forgives. They both had a problem in the past. But a division of them, a division of me, they were both approved. A gold and a platinum card. See, we can rebuild and repackage anybody. The next thing on that person, I'm going to say when they get their card, which they're all getting them tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to ask them, do they want 10 more cards? You see, here's the goal. Every card is separate billing. That means I can get up to $10 million in a pack of 10. But then what are you going to do with the money? Because you want to go get the honey, the building, the car, the franchise, all the goodies. The bottom line, in the past, you've been a duck. You brought the pain home, sorry to say. So here's how it works. This is how you get to Millionaire Corporation. You multiply credit files correctly with no intent to do fraud. So let's understand, 750 score. You paying attention? There's a $100 million building. There's a $1 million Lamborghini. And there's a $5 million mansion. And a race boat saying they say one thing in common, the Ray Reynolds University.com. Your problem is you. Sorry to say, but it's true. If I got to build you to that first 100,000, that's a pain in the asset. Because now I got to get you to listen and learn and believe it can be done. And then once it's done, we get up to the million. That's easy. But you have to let me add you to my dashboard. You see, when I trained Ken Yarborough years ago at TRW Experian, he was the security chief. Yeah, he was CID, bodyguard for President Nixon too. Without a cook. What can you say? Got to have some fun today. So here's a $5 million mansion. See, I like goodies. Most people on the tickety talk, YouTube and Google, I'm sorry, most of them are full of blah, blah, blah. I'll give you blah, 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 but I'll show you some goodies that I obtained. Is that okay? So if I get to rebuild you, I can show you the American dream. I can analyze your credit right away to show you what needs to be done. That means within 90 working days, you're going to have up to a 750 score. But you got to do your part too. I'll tell you what your part is. So Experian, Transio, and Equifax. And I get to analyze you right away. Now, here's my schedule. So clickety click. I'm online 6 days a week currently. I've done this for 45 years in front of people or online. I'm going to repackage every one of you if you allow me to, but you got to play. Now, there's 1,000 steps to millionaire. To be the certified CFO, it's not a title. It's knowing the knowledge behind the goal. See, the Ray Reynolds University. The goal is, that's only a 22,000 square foot building at the time, what technology drive, Irvine Spectrum. But you know what? I'm going to leave about 10 billion to it so my children can control it, not own it. Now, me, I brought in my first 100,000 at 9.5 through Helping Hand Industry. When I set up a corp, the credit cards came in the mail. I made my first $1 million through the corporate structure at 14, and then 2.6 billion at 26 corporate structure. But here's the problem. Nobody wanted to play with me. I wanted to offer for free. So here's what's going to happen today if you pay attention. The goal is the products you get involved with today, let's see if I can give you 100% back your money or times 10 in personal business credit. Is that okay? So you can have some fun. See, I want to take away all your excuses. Once you draw the diagram in front of you, go ahead. Here's a corporation. I want it to do business? No, I want it to manage entities. You have watched Bank of America bankrupt 5,000 locations. Wells Fargo, Citibank, I don't care what bank it is, grocery store, city. They bankrupt locations. And that kind of sucks. So understand something today. It's very simple to understand. We can play the same game and win, as long as we have no intent to do fraud. Sam's Club did it too. Geico ran out of California last year. Cities did it as well. So if we think about what we want to really do, the bottom line is the lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home. So here, we're going to stop bringing the pain home. Number 2, you're going to become a certified CFO. And on top of that, we're going to get you towards the $1 million dream. Is that okay with you? So understand, that's called Ray Reynolds Blueprint. We're going to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. Write it down now, because that's the ultimate goal. As we do this, just remember, why don't you put both hands like this? Come on, go ahead. What the hell? This is fun of it. Here's we the people. Okay, that's SSN, SSN. Tax, 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 to or die. Probate too. And that's where you bring the pain home. Because you didn't learn to play. Boo-hoo. Here's the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. The corporation's a legal person. By the way, that's SS4. We don't pay tax until we're profitable. You didn't give yourself a fighting chance. Sorry, you're the one who brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play, because you followed like a bunch of damn sheep. Stop it. My thought of the week is very simple. All right, why others let you down? They always do. I mean, I can't believe it. I was silly enough to think that people would maintain their payment. All right, so I basically help all these other groups, and then they didn't pay their payment. So what? Let's just close their damn case. I'm so fed up with that. It's ridiculous. So let's understand something. There's always some turd in the bowl giving you crap. So basically, you have to do a couple things for yourself. Keep the faith and move forward to reach your goal. Because there's always some turd in the bowl trying to knock you down. So let's understand something today. Biggest problem I got is you. You're afraid to try. You hold yourself back, and you don't think you can accomplish the goal. Come on, most of you spend thousands on crap. Some motivational blah, 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 no rules and tools. Johnny here always says Tony Baloney got him for $7,500. I said, you got to walk on coal. Come on. All right. Maybe it was made out of gold. See, I got to repackage you, cut to the chase. You see, understand your structures are key. Again, I want you to draw that diagram again and again and again. A corporation doing business is stupid. They sue it, they sue you. But the banks, grocery stores, and the cities, their parent company owns subsidiaries, which are basically branch numbers. So if you pay attention, you can stop bringing the pain starting today. Or you put all your ducks in a row. I can repackage you under the corporate umbrella. Wow. You see, I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people, people coming out of prison, and homeless people too. Biggest problem with you, you had your kitchen table meeting to start a business. Oh, goody. You sit around, got all excited, started a business. Okay. What happened next? Where's the money coming from? Most of you, you hawked up your credit cards. You couldn't you jacked them up. You got stuck. You dropped your score. You can't get any more, and you couldn't write off dilly squat. Why would the blank would you do this to your family and you when you never had to? Never had to. I don't understand that. Okay? All right? Your problem is you didn't know how to play. It's about time you pay attention today and never bring that pain home. Won't you write down today's date? Let's project 90 working days. Why not? We can get you some goodies too. That's your ultimate goal. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago through Repackaging America. I was at the Bonaventure for 32 years. Every Wednesday night, $5,000 a set for the books, 12 books and CDs, full blueprint to the $1 million dream. And then I wrote a system for the real estate because I've obtained millions and millions of dollars in real estate. Oh, become the bank and buckets of money. So if you want all 18 books and CDs today, they're $9.99. Okay, there you go. But again, if you invest $9.99 during this broadcast only, I'll give the books and CDs for free. But if you do it outside the broadcast, forget it. Why would I do that? Let someone else get a commission or something? That makes no sense. When you start a business, you better hold your breath. You don't know if you're going to fall down, they're going to catch you, or they're going to push you down. Come on. Some people around you in your personal life knocked you down and ripped you off. Some of your friends and family. Now, me, it wasn't so easy. I was born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. My mommy didn't want me. She threw me in a trash can. Oh, well, Mrs. Hope got me. The she-devil from hell. All right, that's okay, too. Use and abuse and put me in the trash can, eat the food. See, you got choices today, and you can pay attention. Now, if you want, your journey can begin today, and you're stuck with me. All right, 6 days a week, up to 90 days to a lifetime. Every morning when I get up, I go to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. And then I go look in the mirror. See, I didn't get a family or a mommy and a daddy. I had to live in hell. I mean, God's example, by the way. So I look in the mirror since I was a little kid. Have I done everything I need to? Is there more to be done? Your biggest problem, you know what it is? You. You listen to your friends and family. They cloud your direction, and they never brought in millions and billions like me. You might want to pay attention today. See, July 4th, everything's going great. I'm helping people 6 days a week. All right, no problem. I got 3 yachts in the backyard, millions and billions of goodies. But you know what we get to do? Wife wants to take someone in to watch the fireworks. A group of people. Okay. All right, how many? Which shot we're going to take? Next day, I die in a coma. I hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They can rip up my heart, take it away. But Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace or go back. That's the ultimate goal. So as we do this today, let's understand something. All right, there's no excuse anymore. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice by a gun. I've been nice 6 times too. See, I'm God's example. Pay attention. If you're going to feel sorry for yourself, that's 3 seconds or less, by the way. So we're going to learn to play. Now, I got a book coming out this year too called Jesus is not a drive-through. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. You got to understand how to play. Let's show you some goodies today. So let's show you the Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, the mansions. How about I broke the record for the highest and fastest kick on the planet in 1981 to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. How about we get race boats in the backyard? Where you park yours? Helicopter, U-Dog, yachts, and Ferraris. See, I like goodies, don't you? I wanted to get out of that, eating out of that trash can since I was 3. I thought it sucked. I wanted out of hell. Ray's rules. It's a blueprint, and you can't even screw it up. See it, believe it, go get it. All you do is follow along. Credit repair is a fraud. Once you write down Section 611 today, Google it, see what you can do for yourself. See, people with shitty credit, they hire these credit flaky companies. They charge $100+ a month for years. They think they have a magic wand or some BS. You see, writing letters to the credit bureau trying to trick them just wakes up the creditor and pisses them off, so they bring your score down even more. Now, understand, credit repair companies do not have a magic wand. If you owe a debt, you got to man up and woman up and take care of your debt and negotiate the problem. So understand today, stop bringing the pain home. See, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. Nobody's stupid, but they do stupid things. But you got a choice today. Just get the right coach. I've been certified by the NACB for 33 years in a row as the #1 consultant worldwide personal business credit. You see, if you really want a 750 score, it's not hard to do. Negotiate any open collection account. Get your debt ratio on all cards but 2 to 25-29%. The ultimate goal is very simple, and do a rapid refresh. Now you have a 750 score. There you go. Now you can be a true CFO for the corporation and the divisions. By the way, it's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what KISS stands for. So if you play and you go to my workshops that I have every Saturday for you, you get to learn the rules and tools how to play. Is that okay? First 25 steps today. #1, annualcreditreport.com. Get your reports for free. We'll leave more than for you too. Now, if you allow us, I'm going to analyze your personal credit myself, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes to get to a 750 score in 90 working days. We're going to be looking at Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Is that okay? Now, I need you to pull out your Social Security card. Please do that now. You see, here's the form, the application for Social Security card. If you didn't do it, that means Nixon probably already took the gold standard out and mommy did it for you. If you did it, I'm sorry, you didn't pay attention to the form. Let's look at this form and dissect it. #1, it says name to be shown on card. Full name at birth other than above and other names used. See, once again, people in the 70s, 80s didn't use their SSN for credit purposes. It came in the mail. If we understand SSN is for 1040 tax return. When we read the card in our personal wallet today, it'll usually say do not laminate, don't carry with you, and it'll say do not use for ID purposes, but you broke the rules and tools, and you did that too. It'll always say property assessment administration, not you. By the way, that's the IRS. So we got an SSN for the 1040 tax return, and we're sheep and ducks. When we got our first paycheck years ago, we thought we were ripped off until someone pointed out the IRS gets their cut before you get the leftover. That's why we're sheep and a duck. Because when they sue us, we got a duck. You see, what you didn't do is look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. That was your biggest problem. You see, corporation says it's a legal person. That's an SS4, by the way. So if we understand filing one tax return, SSN SS4, it's called a single filing. Once you go to irs.gov, look at the 1244, and let's never pay tax again for the income we bring in. Is that okay? You almost write up everything you're trying to do. We get one SSN. That's all we get. And 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. Corporation gets one tax ID. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Congratulations. You see, your banks and grocery stores in your face do this all the time. They use subsidiaries. Why don't you pay attention today? And let's use the division process I invented in 85, 86. Why don't we let you become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status? Is that okay? See, that's all you got to do. Now, the SSN is sheep, SS4 is flying eagle. See, I have to rebuild you now. So you can be a CFO for the corporation and the divisions. At the same time, please allow me to use an SS4 and put your name on line 1, please. I'd like you to learn to be another CFO a different way and choose wisely from now on. Your problem is you brought the pain home because you didn't know how to play. Put all your ducks in a row under the corporate umbrella, please. All right, I'll do the work for you too. So when we look at that form one more time, it says SSN. All right, you got a line number 1 equals 1040 tax return. And in the corner it says SS5 real small. So I blew it up for you today. Why don't we compare it to an SS4? See, line 1 in front of you, I want you to pay attention. It says legal name of entity. You see the word entity right there, right? Or individual person. The entity is the one who gets the lease or building or car in the entity's name. Or person. The or person is a division of you, so you can guarantee it without your SSN and quit being a duck too. You see, your banks and grocery stores and cities do this in your face. If you allow me to put your name on line 1, we'll set up a division for you. See, now let's pay attention. I want you to become a certified CFO. The only form on planet Earth, you're the planet Earth, right? It says number 9, reason to apply, banking and credit purposes. So the only form on planet Earth that allows 1 per entity is an SS4. See, the corporation should only do 4 things. Buffer tax means receive money, no taxes due till you're profitable. Corporate credit, we get to write of interest in the credit card. You can't do that with your credit, so why would you use yours and screw up in the first place? I don't understand. That's called silly and dumb. In the car, fleet price. Hotel, free buffet. Now, here's what the division should do. There should be 7 things. Line of defense, screw one up, go get another one. All right, get another live. They're cheap, multiple functions, bottle surprise, multiple credit reports, and flippity dippity doos in real estate. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and try to sue you and screw you up in liability. So a division gives you the line of defense, what I invented in 85, 86. Is that okay? Under the corporate umbrella, that means debt follows tax ID, and we get credit reports. So you don't have to screw up you ever again, which you never had to in the first place. Now, I'm going to give you a statement of guarantee. I'll guarantee exactly what I say I can do, and all you have to do is be part of the program and follow through. And if you don't, that's on you. You see, if you violate because I add history to you in the corporate division, and it says pre-approved, it's not, do not apply during the program, and don't jack up cards. If you do, we're going to probably close your case or charge you a fee. You see, I paid for the first rapid for the clients. I'm not paying for 2 because they have to screw up. They have to own their screw up. Debt, you have an open collection account, negotiate. Past can't chase future. You got an IRS problem, irs.gov. You download a form called 656 of 433 A and B. The goal is to repackage every one of you. Step 3. Now understand something today. I invented rapid refresh and rapid scoring 39 years ago, working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough too. The goal is simple. Everybody deserves a 750, but they have to be part of the program. Then I repackage you. Is that okay? So remember, all we need to do, any open collection account, negotiate. From there, debt ratio 25, 20%, all cards but 2. And then from there, rapid refresh. Now you got a 750 score. And now you're the CFO for the corporation and the divisions too. By the way, that's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So remember the 750. Everybody deserves that. That means I have to basically do a couple things. I want to rebuild your credit score. I want to get you a 750, do a rapid refresh. But you got to go to class on Saturday, and they have 10 classes during Saturday for the last 45 years. The ultimate goal, pay attention today. I charge you $999 to rebuild your credit. I'll get you a $1,000 card back to you. You reimburse yourself. And that's the ultimate goal. Now, during the broadcast, I discount half price because I don't have to pay a commission or a paycheck. Haven't had any one of those for 30 years. So it's $4.99 during the broadcast only. And the goal is I'm your coach for 90 days. You scan, you pay a little more, or use Zelle. To do. And the card I build you is only $500 to reimburse you 100%. Take a picture of Zelle today. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. Ultimate goal, if you want to call the 800 number, 800-510-3338, then the accounting department will assign you to a specialist after you Zelle today during the broadcast with me. Remember, you give me referrals, I'll build you more credit, or I'll Zelle you 10%, whatever they pay in full. Simple to do. Now, I need you to write down the phone number, 888-567-8688, please. Ultimate goal, opt out for 5 years. All right, that gets you off the national mailing list, slows down the robocalls and the junk mail. The next thing I need you to do is start planning the problem. You didn't plan the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off, and you spent thousands, some didn't work. So today, we're going to do it my way, because every one of you is going to get to millionaire corporation if you allow me to. Every card in your personal wallet says, all right, safety credit. We take and put a sticky. We dummy it, okay? We put the limit. We maintain 25% always, and we never go past 29%. That creates the line of defense that I designed years ago for Yarborough. All dashboards say 0 to 29, finally green, 30 yellow, 50 red. As we play the game, the discipline, that sticky, will help you, and you'll never bring the pain home again. From here, let's understand something. All right, what's going to happen next is, Ray, I got to use my card. I got to jack it up because I'm stupid. Well, that's what people do. You increase the limit, but the problem is if you need to balance your debt in an emergency, pay attention. You know, the whole world's going, stop it. When you jack up all cards but 2, you drop your score, you can't get any more, and now you're stuck. And you can write off daily squat. You hurt your family and you. Please stop that. You see, well, we have to understand there's only 2 cards on planet Earth that do not use the 21% rule. They don't affect you, and you jack them up to $1 million friggin' dollars because they're like house and car. As long as you maintain the payment, you're okay. So remember today, platinum and gold cards will be your emergency cards. And you can max a sucker out to $1 million. Then your score will not go up and down at all. You have also a paid overtime limit too. So what happens with most people when they have an emergency and lose their job, what do? They do the same silly thing everyone does. They run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to screw up the cards and jack them up in about 42 days. You see, it's kind of like today. Let's say you needed $5,000 now. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. When you need it, the answer is no. Don't need it. Here you go. The average person wastes $50 every other day. Here's a $5,000 card in my hand. If I max the sucker out, the payment is $50 a month. So what the average person wastes every other day, they can maintain a safety credit card and get some discipline and quit screwing up their lives. Again, the average person wastes $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take $50,000 off these corporate credit cards, I get to write off the interest in the credit card. and the payment is $612.26. What the average person wastes or pisses away in a given month, even during a pandemic, we got about 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through. That's the only thing that stayed open during the pandemic, was it not? Using some common sense. So understand today, reaching the goal, reaching the dream, believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God first, I believe in me. When I was kicking the door jam at 10, they what? And dad, and then when I kicked the basketball, they what? White men jump. Only stupid people say we don't. God gave us all a bunch of gifts. Why don't we pay attention today? Once you write down Ray's rules. See, Nixon took the gold standard out. And most people didn't pay attention to that too. Why don't we write down Ray's rules, a couple cards, up to 100,000, and then want to use 29%. That leaves 71,000 of safety credit in case blank hits the fan, lost your job, or pandemic. When you use these cards to start a business, that's stupidity. But if you use corporate credit, you get to write off the interest rate in the credit card. You absorb the taxation. Usually, if you win, all right, you get to play the game. If you lose, you don't bankrupt the corporate, you and your family, you bankrupt a division. You watch banks and grocery stores and cities do this in your face. Are these suckers turned on today? What's wrong with you? So you should have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Step number 7, become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Simple. But that's up to you to pay attention today. There I am dead. When you Google the address, you'll find out I'm telling you the truth, and I'm not full of you know what, like most people are. The bottom line is I got to die and come back and help you. I've been basically 2 comas. One, I was crippled for life at 5.5, but Jesus said, get up. So I got up. Next one, I got to die and come back and help you. You see, I think the devil's trying to knock us down and hold us back. But his God's delays aren't God's denials. So let's understand that corporation. Chapter 18 in front of you, pay attention. It says it's a legal person, right? Come on. It's a legal what? Person. Corporation's a legal person. I didn't have to be a duck and a sheep and be stupid and bring the pain home in the first place. What's wrong with me? I didn't research it enough. Well, that's someone's talking for you. But again, it can sue or be sued. So let's pay attention today. I heard this at 7.5 at Mrs. Hope's house. They had a poker game every Wednesday night. And I wrote it down. They told me I was weird, probably true. Next day, I rode my little bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department, library next door. I went in and go, ma'am, what does this mean? She didn't say a word. She walked away. She was kind of rude. She came back. Here's a mock of here. Here's the back. She slammed that sucker down. She's a librarian. She's a BR. I found the book. And then it didn't tell me a blueprint how to get to where I want to go, get the $1 million dream. You've been looking for a blueprint all your life, by the way. You're looking at him. It's me. So I went back for 2 years, and I studied again and again, and I created a blueprint. You know what I did? I sent away my money order to the Secretary of State of California. I got a corporation that came back because they're free. Just pay a little filing fee. Why do people spend $3,000 to $5,000 for a piece of paper, some attorney, CPA, and corporate service, when they didn't learn diddly squat? Are they just stupid or what? I don't know. I think you should sue that person. But I'm the founder of Helping Hand Industries. 9.5, got 100,000 credit in the mail. I even got named in the movie Dave. See, I've had a dashboard for basically 39 years of an associate, an affiliate to creditors. You see the tax ID? Would you like a credit report for the corporation and the divisions? Would you like a bunch of cash credit and finance the business like I did for my cat? Meow. Sam Reynolds of Capital Credit with $1 million of credit. It was funny at the Bonaventure. Harold Stokes almost turned green. Egg Magazine came to interview me at the Bonaventure, and I said, use plastic to finance your business. And that's why it's in the front of the article, too. See, cats have 9 lives. Let's give you 9 lives. I got my magic wand out. I put batteries in it, too. Why don't you have 9 lives starting today? Let's think about it. 9 divisions of guarantee, 9 divisions of an item. Do you want to like a franchise? So if we build a corporate umbrella, and we pay attention, and you allow me to get you the tax ID and build the credit reports and get you cash credit up and away, I'll line you up for the checkbook money too. There you go. So let's understand today, every tax ID is entitled to an Experian, Trangio, and Equifax. Debt follows tax ID. You don't have to be a duck. You never had to in the first place, by the way. So if you say $1 million, I'll say up to 9 divisions. You say 5 million, up to 41 divisions, because that's what I did and it actually worked. So if I get you a gold card, when you get the card, we need to talk. I'm going to ask you, would you like 10 more? So would you like 10 sisters? So each one up to 100,000, up to $1 million and paid over time too. Let's get 100,000. Let's get 1 million. Let's get 10 million. Hell, why not? See, but now when you get the money, the problem is you don't know how to get the honey, like the house, franchise, the goodie. The goal is how to make it work. And most people bring the pain home no matter what they say or do. How about a franchise for everyone? Screw it, one, go get more. You got 8 left. Go get another one. The Bank of America does it. Cities do it. Grocery stores. So you could actually learn to play. What a concept today. So if we get you the credit, why don't you loan out some money? As a corporation, you're allowed to. Why don't we create cash flow for you per time? It was in my book on page 16, 45 years ago too, up to 5,000 to 10,000 a month to enhance your income or replace it. We see, here's the matrix, that first one I did, 4.6 million, 190,000 a month. Wow. But it took 41 divisions. You wanting to play yet? See, I like the goodies. You see the goodies here? I had to guarantee as a division of me and a guarantee for each division. Then I had a piece of what? Yacht, race boat, helicopter too. Why would I want to be me? That would be stupid. I don't get it. But I'm not stupid. Neither are you. Be like goodies. See, I like goodies. I like to have them registered to the division of a corporation like the Lamborghini. Isn't that fun? Even the Harley. Boom, boom. All right, so the goodies and things you get to do. Remember, I said I want you to put all your ducks in a row. All right, now I want you to understand right now, very simple. One hand says SSN, I'm a sheep and a duck. The other hand says, I want an SS4. I don't want to pay tax to unprofitable anymore. You see, you got a choice to play. Now, why did Ray Reynolds, that's me, invent divisions? Because I didn't want to bring the pain. I'm like you. Simple. All right, and I want a second chance as I screw up. So you got the same choice today. 3 divisions of you up to 9. So remember the dashboard. It allows me to set up under the tax ID. Now remember, it says I can request behalf of a what? Person, corporation, or division. Isn't that nice? Credit reports too. Wow. Now each file set up from there separately too. Financing the dream. So why don't you write down division of me? Because that's what I want you to think about. I mean, I had several clients yesterday and today. They screwed up American Express and they don't forgive. But a division of them got them those credit cards right away, up to $1 million paid over time limit too. But again, that's what I want to do for you if you allow me to. You see, the pack of 10 are pretty simple. Would you like 100,000, a million, or 10 million? What are you going to do if you had the money today? You need some coaching how to play and get to the $1 million dream, then the 100 million to the billion. But again, that's up to you. So let's understand something today. All right, a pack of 10, all right, is usually $9,000, like 1,000 each. Each division of me is 1,000 each. So that's $17,900, but that gets into the $1 million dream. 1 card for the corp, 1 card for each division. Now, here's what I'm going to do today. And I change this every day. So if you don't do it, you blew it. So today, if you want a pack of 10, and that means 9 divisions of you and 9 cards, 1 card for corporate division, it's $49.99. So it's about $5,000 if you sell during the broadcast. Haven't offered it ever. Last time too. But if you don't do it today, it's okay. All right, it's going away when I'm done talking. It's simple. You see, I change things on purpose. Because if you gave you an opportunity, you better take it. The division of me. All right, when you guarantee the car, it's not USSN, it's USS4. And the corporation and the division are the ducks with no intent to do fraud. All right, even the building. All right, the house receiving money. And now you can actually get 1 card and ask for 10 more. It's called daisy chaining. So you can build and let me build tax ID credit files. And what happens is they're normally each, all right, $999 each. So from here, let's say you just wanted 1 today. Okay, I'll give you half price today. All right, instead of $999, it's $499, half price. Let's say you only want the 9 divisions. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do 3 divisions during the webinar for $999. 3 of them. So you get your first set of 3. There you go. But again, the offer ends when I'm done talking. It's basically a Zelle only during the broadcast. And don't you dare go ask anybody else after this, because I'm going to tell them no, like I do all the time too. Your goal is simple. All right. Who guarantees? Who guarantees? The bottom line, you have to understand how to play. So let's understand, if I want a card, all right, do I guarantee the card or a division of me? Is it SSN or SS4? I want a franchise. Who guarantees the corp, the franchise, the division, the division? I want a house in a division. Who guarantees a division? Because why would you ever want to bring the pain home in the first place? Oh, I'm sorry. You think someone in the back room of Bank of America is co-signing shit? Give me a break. Corporations get the guarantee corporations. Okay? Each item needs two divisions. One to put the name of the item in, and one to guarantee to get the item. But again, if you don't want to play, that's up to you, because I want to teach you how to play. All right? You never have to be a duck ever again. What a concept for that under the corporate umbrella. But again, you got to learn to play. Would you like that 100,000? Would you like to times 10? Would you like up to $1 million again? But you got to understand, if you have the money, what would you do with it? You got to learn to play and never bring the pain home again. Everybody needs 9 divisions, all right? That needs to be a division of me and 9 divisions doing business if they want to get to million. That's what it takes. There's your Zelle. But again, I want to repackage every one of you. I want to fast track it as much as I can. Now, today, when a division's done, I do the tax ID. I add 2,000 of history. I set up the cash reports for you. Each division by itself is $1,000 at the office, and I'm the only one who can discount it to $500 each, 3 for $1,500. Maybe you don't want the division of me, you just want those divisions for there. There you go. Tax ID, debt follows debt, tax ID, and then credit reports. And there's your Zelle. See, everybody should have up to $1 million of credit cards and up to $5 million of checkbook money. That's what I think you should have. So also remember, in my 10 classes on Saturday, one of them is literally in rotation out of 8. And what happens is 8 o'clock in the morning, this Saturday, it's daisy chaining of credit. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to show them how to take a personal card, add the division of them to the card as it builds the score up and away. What a concept. But again, I just teach the ones in the class that play. It's $999 for the 90 days, or it's $499 per class. And you Zelle, and you RW on the Zelle too. You see all your ducks in a row? Remember why I set up divisions. To never bring the pain home and give myself a second chance and not bring the pain home like you. Sorry. You see, I want divisions for what? And I want a credit file for the personal, corporation, and division. I don't want to be me, because if I brought the pain home, I basically go boo-hoo-hoo too. Division of me makes sense. You see, they got the cards. Even if they screwed up in the past, a division got the corporate cards. Wow. And they're up to $1 million unlimited, paid overtime limit too. Isn't that fun? They thought they couldn't dance. I taught them how to play. You see, the goal is to get a pack of 10. So I get you one. I'm going to ask you if you like 9 more sisters. And that would be the goal. But then every division should be very aggressive to go get the money and go get the honey. Is it a building? Is it a car? Is it basically loaning out the money? Is it basically a building? Is it a franchise? So today, 17,982 is what it takes for 9 divisions of you and 9 divisions under the corporation. Now understand today, all right, during the broadcast, it's $4,999. If you do that at the same time, it's a Zelle. Remember, who's going to guarantee the car, building, and the house? Receive money in the credit. I want you to understand the division process that I created for a reason. Usually they're $9.99 each. Today, you can get one half price for $4.99. And then from there, if you want 3 for $9.99, it's today only during the broadcast. And then basically it ends when I'm done talking today. Remember, that's a Zelle only during the broadcast, because I discount it so much, I got to make sure I don't have to pay commission, or if I'm the one who sold it anyway. Guarantee. Remember, you need 2 people. I mean, it's very simple today. Each item in a division, and each item guaranteed by you. SSN or SS4, which we want to do. I think a division of you should guarantee everything from every item you're trying to do, put your ducks in a row. But again, I don't know if you want to be that aggressive to get to the $1 million dream. Okay, people say they do, but then they don't follow through. The ultimate goal is never to bring the pain home. Again, this is how you get to millionaire. 9 divisions of me, 9 divisions for business. There's your Zell. Don't blow the opportunity today. And you see, here's what happens. All cash applications require a certified CFO, and that's the ultimate goal. So if we look at the greatest cards on the planet, they don't use the 29% rule ever. All right, you can max the suckers out. Your score doesn't go up and down as long as you maintain the payment. It's the gold and platinum cards, personal or business. And I charge $9.99 to build each one of those too. Ultimate goal is simple. That's why you want to get it in the package today. But again, use Zell. See, credit lines, we charge 10% to get you cash credit. Simple today. When you use your personal credit to start a business and you jack it up and get stuck, can't ride a daily squat, that's kind of dumb. When you use corporate credit cards, cash cards, lines of credit, borrow money is not taxable. And basically you get to write off the interest rate in the credit card and you get to win. If you screw up the division, you get rid of a piece under the Federal Protection Act, you're allowed to, and then you win, absorb the taxation when you win, and you don't bring the pain home to the corporate or you. I don't understand. Why would anybody bring the pain in when they don't have to? I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where have they been? All right, you retire, bills don't go away. You might want to have your cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Becoming a certified CFO, never bringing the pain home. Till today, let's put one hand out, one hand in. Let's do the hokey pokey. In other words, one hand, SSN, we're all sheep and ducks. We have to pay tax on every dollar we bring in. The other hand says SS4. No taxes due until we're profitable. We're going to play because the IRS says we can. Now remember, irs.gov. You look up the 1244, file one tax return. It's called a single filing, and you almost pay no tax at all. See, if I wrote you a check for $1 million, you'd probably piss it away and screw it up. Sorry. You only get to keep $375 anyway. If I told you to put it in the division of E, would you listen and do that too? Pay all the bills first, and then pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. Wow. You see, the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. And guess what? All right, they basically bankrupt a piece, and they bankrupt the debt and stay in business. Let's watch. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act, allows them to bankrupt the debt and stay in business. And you could have played all along, but you didn't play. You didn't pay attention. You like bringing the pain home, right? It's like today. Why don't you Google bankruptcy? You see, the next time blank hits the fan, is it SSN in your family, or is it SS4, Corp Division Subsidiary? You got to learn to play, but I want you to pay attention today. I add you to my credit system. I can build you up to $1 million as long as you go to class and play by the rules. If you don't, then you're out. Simple to do. You got to learn the rules and tools how to play. When you pay $3,000 to $5,000 for a corporation, I'm sorry, that's called stupid. Attorney, CPA, and incorporating service, you didn't learn diddly squat. I've been given articles for corporations for free for 45 years. I found out when I was 9.5, they're free. You pay a little filing fee. California waived the fee till June of this year. You don't have to be a sheep or a duck. Now let's give you a starter package for the beginners. See, the average person wastes $1,000 a month on crap, and they have lack of confidence, and most of them are lazy. Let's give them in a starter package. Let's rebuild the credit rapid score. Articles also tax if you don't have it, we'll give it to you for free. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. National average for corp is 3,000. All right, I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to give you 5,000 in credit back. Charge you 2,000, 2.5 times your money. During this broadcast is the only time I'm going to discount that. And if you step up to the play, you win. For $999, the average person wastes in a month, I'm going to rebuild your life, give you 5 times your money back. No excuses. You scan, you pay a little extra, use help. And then I'm your coach for 90 days. The discount's only during the broadcast too. Millionaire in the making. Here's $5,000 fee. We give you up to $25,000 of credit back to you, 5 times your money. But during the broadcast, I discount it to $24.99. You scan, you pay a little fee, or you turn around and use Zelle. I'm your coach for 90 days. And the discount is only during the broadcast with me. There's your Zelle. Put RW in your Zelle. See, you got to beat your doubt and run your race. Biggest problem, you're in my way. Get out of my way. Let me rebuild you. You see, I can show you goodies getting past go. Mansions in the harbor, God's gift, race boats, Ray Reynolds University.com, and yachts, helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings too. I want you to change your driver's license today, please. P.O. Box, mail, and address. Would you do that for me, please? More privacy. Now let's look at your car today. Yeah, the one that you basically got sweated for 5 hours and they treated you like a duck and a sheep. You lost 5,000 and got 9 inquiries. The paper you handed them, you should have wrote down allowed 1 inquiry. You should have took a picture. You should have set the tone then, but you did not. Sorry, you like being a sheep and a duck, huh? But again, what I want you to do is buy the car my way. Fleet price, tax ID division. Is that okay? No gap insurance, corporate car, full write-off, and you're a CFO? See, if you get a car in your name and you lose it, they're going to give you a 1099-C and kick your assets with a tax bill. Silly, in the house too. You see, the registered owner should be a division of a corporation. So if they want to sue, they get diddly squat. Why not? The bottom line, you get to play. Every piece of property should be a division. So if I build you a bunch of money, can we put houses in each division or franchise or car or whatever you want? Your house payment should be offset by your taxes. And from there, Amazon didn't pay any tax on that first 10 billion to a trillion. Why would they pay tax? See, they know how to play. There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He used basically a line of credit to buy Twitter in 24 hours. He's got a spaceship. So the other guys, they have spaceships too. Beam me up, Scotty. Wow. See, you could have learned to play a long time ago. Your problem is, I don't know, lazy and not enough crazy, or you didn't pay attention. You don't have to bring the pain home. You never had to. But the bottom line, that's your constitutional right. You see, Carl here doesn't pay state or federal tax on billions. He knows how to package right. I taught him pretty well. Walt Disney, $1 billion in cash, they got to pay tax. Oh, in Newsweek, they show you, they put an IOU together. See, borrow money's not taxable. They paid no tax on the billion because they had to deduct taxes. You see, you might want to call that 800-510-3338 and say, I was on the webinar of Ray. Can I get a specialist assigned to me today? But you got to Zelle first. Run your race through the corporate in conjunction. Learn to play. But again, today, how about this? We pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your problem is your paycheck, right? It's taxable income. Is that what they call it? You pay the car, the gas, registration, insurance. You should be yelling no and drive a company car like I do. Shouldn't you drive a company car today? Now, understand, I want you to get an SS4 today. I want you to find out a reason to apply for banking and credit purposes. It's public record from the IRS. You can download it today, irs.gov, SS4. That's all you got to do. Find out I'm telling you the truth. Then you don't have to be a duck anymore. Because when they sue you, you got a duck. Here's Mama. She delivered a baby at the hospital after Nixon took the gold standard out. They handed her an SSN form for the baby. Stroller, car seat, and goes home. Bottom line, no one read the form. Kind of like you. Now, understand today, you got a house. It's not in a trust. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, it's stuck in a probate, and you got family, got diddly squat. Why not, I guess? Your problem is you don't plan the problem. And when you fix up that property, and you hire that contractor that hires the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot, good workers. When they slip and fall and cut corners, they sue you and take everything you got. My way, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? Why don't you look up irrevocable trust today? By the way, that's step 19 for you. 6 more to go. You never had to bring the pain home. Now, I get people all the time, Ray, I don't want to pay tax. Oh, you want to go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 5 years. Okay. See, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. You got to go to irs.gov if you tried, download the form called 656 433 A and B. There's no reason to bring the pain home. You never had to in the first place. But you got to learn to play. But again, that's up to you, step 20 today. Now, understand, I want you to be an OPM. Save up to 70%. Don't pay any bill for up to 90 days. You get $200,000 from an escrow. What do? You don't act like you're rich and piss it away. You do what Ray says. Ray's rules, leverage money, borrow money's not taxable, line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. See, you get to learn to play today. Ultimate goal. Here's that corporate umbrella. Put all your ducks in a row. Remember why I invented divisions, so I don't bring the pain home like you, and I give myself a second chance if I need to. You see, division of you, personal, corp, division, SS4, not SSM. But again, that's up to you to learn to play. A division of me, can you write it down today? I like getting cards for people who didn't think they had a chance. And they both screwed it up, and I got them cards. All right away. Isn't that fun? Up to $1 million and paid over time limit. My next question, when they get the cards this week, would they like a pack of 10? But then when they get up to that million to maybe more, I want to hold their hand and not screw it up again. Franchise, money, cars, houses, real estate they want to do, trucks, whatever it is. See, everyone needs a pack of 10. That's the ultimate goal. All right. Now understand, 9 divisions of you is 9,000 normally. 9 divisions of the corporation are usually about $9,000 too. 17,982. If it's Zelle during this broadcast today, okay, it's the last day of the month. This is why I'm doing it, period. It is $4,999 if you Zelle that during this broadcast, period. But again, maybe you don't want 9 divisions of you or 9 divisions of the corporation. House, car, building. When you sign the building in the corporation's name, they sue the corp because they see you, they're getting you. See, divisions are more private. Nobody sees them in their face. The car, the building, the house, they receive the money, they get the honey and the credit, asking more cards too. But again, every division is $9.99 normally. If you want 1 today, it's $4.99 during this broadcast, only half price. From there, if you want 3, it's $9.99 today. Okay, that's during the broadcast only. As we play, it's a Zelle only during the webinar. So as we play, remember today, it's very simple to do. Who's going to guarantee? Your problem is you allowed yourself to be a duck under the SSN when you have the ability to use the SS4. It could be a card, it could be what? It could be a franchise, it could be a house. Each item needs to be in a division, and then someone has to guarantee. That's why you need 2 divisions per entity in what you're trying to accomplish. And that's how you get literally to the $1 million dream without being a duck. Because when they come after you, you have to duck. Or would you like the million and not bring the pain home? It's up to you. Everybody needs 9 divisions of themselves and 9 divisions of business. But again, today you can start with 1 or 2. You have to write down RW if you Zelle. But again, here's my office. I got everything going great. More millions and billions and having fun, helping people 6 days a week. 22,000 square foot building. What technology drive? Everything's going great. My wife wants to take out a yacht and someone steals my life. What am I going to do? Go home and go like most of you? Hell no. I fight for everything I've had ever since the day one. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. I don't stay down. Neither should you. You never should have in the first place, but that's up to you to pay attention, use my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. Ultimate goal, 1,000 steps to millionaire and to become a certified CFO. I want to repackage everyone who's got guts enough to let me play. But again, checkbook money's fun too. I like that. So we get to play because they want 2 years of you been in business, corporation. If you didn't have a corp for 2 years, I set up extra ones last year. The off will sell to you for $4,000, the off as well. But I like to put $10,000 of credit and get you the profit or nonprofit. If you Zelle during the broadcast, it's $1,999 with the $10,000 of credit, or $999 by itself. There you go in RW when you Zelle. From there, a corporation's a legal person. Corporation and division should always get credit and finance itself. It's the only thing that can write it all off, but not you. Why would you take that from your family? Corporate umbrella. Understand how to play. Tax ID, credit reports, and checkbook money too. Every tax ID is entitled to an Experian, Tragio, and Equifax. Your problem is you let yourself be a duck and a sheep and follow along. I want you to understand, I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I've said that thing to myself since I was a little boy. I want you to think about saying that to you every day. Say it to yourself. 9 divisions up to $1 million, 41 up to 5 million. There's your goal. You see, if you just want division, I add tax ID, I add the credit reports, I get 2,000 of history ready to go. Office sells it for 1,000 each. I give them 500 each, 3 for 1,500. So that's a corporate umbrella creating credit reports. You scan, you pay a little more, or use Zelle, and the Zelle is free. There you go. What are you willing to lose? Family? No. Corporation? No. Division? See, I look at it this way, and we play chess today, we both lose pieces on both sides. If we pay attention and we play my way, we're both getting checkmate today. That's step 23, by the way. Ultimate goal. You refer people, I'll actually build more credit, or I'll sell you 10% when they pay in full. That's how we do the, all right, commission back to you. Wow. I like their big buildings and the Lamborghinis. Reach in the dream, think can be impossible. I've done it all my life, Ray's rules. I train people to be qualified CFOs, corporates and divisions, and build up to $1 million of credit too. It's kind of fun, but it's up to you. Now, 10% is what it costs for credit lines. All right, these are cash lines. I have one available today. It's 50,000. It's normally $5,000. Only one person would be able to sell $1,999, and they'd obtain a $50,000 credit line added to their corporation or pieces they have already today. It is an RW Zelle. From here, when I add you to my credit system, I'm going to make sure you understand I get the American dream. And I'm going to analyze your credit right away and show you how to get to 750 in about 90 working days. That's Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. So the goal is simple. Take a picture of my schedule. I'm online 6 days a week. No excuses from you. Ultimate goal. I've done this for 45 years. So this is my last and final year of this 6 days a week. Next year, I got a radio show, TV show. As we do this, if you didn't go to Setting the Tone, all right, 3-day event called a boot camp, you missed my last and final boot camp, sorry to say. But there is a part 2 for that. This is where you become a Ray Reynolds Millionaire member. 6 months, I'm your personal coach. You get $20,000 of bonuses. I have 2 left. That's it. Ultimate goal. We do a phone call with me to you, and I blueprint you. From there, for 6 months, every Saturday at 3 p.m., we have a team meeting, and we all get to talk to each other and ask questions and what needs to be done. Ultimate goal. You're in level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. The $8,000 fee has been waived for you. 50,000 of credits, usually 5,000. That's been waived as well. And basically, you get 20,000 of bonuses because you should become one of the next corporate millionaires. Remember, I'm giving it away at $5,000. Ultimate goal, you pay in full, you get a 10% discount. If you put $2,500 down, all right, the bottom line is the balance is due in 30 days. From there, you scan, all right, you pay $4,500, a little fee, or use Zelle and put RW in the Zelle. That's the ultimate goal. Never have joint credit. It's just in the way. When we buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead, trust. A corporation is a piece of paper. Don't pay thousands. It makes no sense. You didn't learn diddly squat. It should have a division for real estate, franchise, current business, and the line of defense. Ray's rules are very simple. Today, I build cash credit and give it as a bonus, so that way you can take away your excuses and finance the business and write it all off too. No more excuses. The ultimate goal, that's step 24 today. So the bottom line today is simple. The 750 score is waiting for you as you become a certified CFO for the corporate, the divisions. If all you want me to do is rebuild your credit, you go to class on Saturday. All right, we had a rapid rescore at 750. Normally it's $999. We give you a card back to you for $1,000. Reimburse yourself. During the broadcast here, I discount it to $499. Ultimate goal. You scan, you pay a little fee, or use Zelle. All right, because Zelles are free. From there, a 90-day coach, and the card will be $500. Reimburse yourself 100%. If you want to step up to the starter package, then we rebuild the credit, rapid score, articles, also as tax ID, all right, are free. Set them level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Comes with 5,000 of bonus cash credit. As I train you to be the CFO, it's discounted to $999 during the broadcast only. You scan, you pay a little more, or use Zelle. I'm your coach for 90 days. Ultimate Goal Millionaire in the Making, $5,000. You get $25,000 of cash credit. Again, for you in the corporation, I discounted to $24.99. That way you get 10 times your money back, better being in Vegas. And you scan, you pay a little fee, or use Zelle with RW on the Zelle. And the offer is very simple. It is only during the broadcast with me. Every one of you should be a corporate millionaire. Corporation divisions. You watch your cities and states and banks and grocery stores do this. Isn't it time you learn to play and not bring the pain home ever again, being a certified CFO, and get your brain into millionaire status? Look behind the curtain. Stay safe, stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, all right, right now you need to Zelle, or do something or make a decision. Step up to the plate. From there, you will call 800-510-3338. And then that basically accounting will basically assign, they receive the money, they'll confirm it. And on top of that, they'll assign you to a specialist too. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you. If you don't do it during the day, don't worry. The offer I did today is just for today. The ultimate goal. So let's see. I got someone asked a question. Let's see what we got. I always want to take a picture, so that way I can always look at it. It's faster that way. When we do an open CD credit, we open. Okay, that is a class question. It's not for here. This is an overview to get people into the program as well. So when you go to class tomorrow, ask the question from there. Okay, or basically maybe we'll email you the answer to your question as well today. So ladies and gentlemen, what was offered today is only good today. If it's not Zelle, when I'm done talking, the offer's off the table completely. Okay, because I don't get a paycheck or commission, and I gave special offers today because I've got about $300,000 of clients that are late on their payment, which I didn't expect when I'm helping so many other people too. We do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.